Many people just assume that Sigma guys are introverted, so they avoid them. But Sigma men are much more complex than that. They behave differently from regular people and stand out from the crowd because they behave in ways that ordinary people find difficult to comprehend, which contributes to their tendency toward isolation. Male Sigmas are simply another group of complex thinkers. Ordinary people prefer to ignore, but even though you may already be aware of some strange facts about the Sigma archetype, most people don't discuss them. If you're interested in learning more, let's look at the top 10 strangest things about Sigma males. 1. They're not distant, instead, they're just observing everything. Most people who encounter Sigma males assume that they don't care about people or the world around them, but the way they carry themselves seems to echo that they are very interested and pay attention to everything and everyone around them. Everything about them occurs in their minds. They silently observe everything from a distance, and after taking in all the information, they start processing it to make sense of it. If an incident occurs and you ask a Sigma in a crowded room what exactly happened, you will likely get the most thorough response from one. Even in the office, Sigma males pay attention to everything that goes on. They understand situations better than anyone else and are very powerful because they can observe in silence. 2. Sigma males are perfectly fine. They only need things that are broken to be fixed. In fact, Sigma men are the ones who have to teach people a few things. When some people encounter Sigmas, they make it their mission to try to alter their perspective, but that will never work. When you see a Sigma sitting by himself absorbed in his thoughts, you don't need to approach him thinking he needs saving. He's doing great, probably even better than you are. Sigma males are very self-assured and aware of every move they make, so nothing they do should be viewed as a mistake because it was carefully calculated. They are not antisocial. Sigma males are in their best shape and there's no need to worry about them. They're very comfortable with their lifestyle and love who they are. Only someone who can't accept who they are needs to be fixed. They just don't engage with people enough. People often assume that Sigma males are antisocial or simply unapproachable, but in reality, Sigma males enjoy socializing, just not too much. Normal guys can spend hours at a party or friendly gathering talking and joking and then return home exhausted, but Sigma males prefer to conserve their energy because they have very active minds and never put aside 1 or 2 tasks to go out and mingle. Additionally, Sigmas find it annoying that people rely on excessive social interaction to survive, even though it's good to occasionally hang out with friends and meet new people. Sigma males don't think that interacting with too many people should become a daily requirement. They recognize the value of being around people, but there must be a limit because too much social interaction can reduce their energy for the things that really matter. When it comes to socializing, they prefer quality over quantity. These men would rather spend time alone reflecting or with a small group of people than in a large gathering of strangers. This could be mistaken for being antisocial, but it's not the case at all. Sigma men simply know what works best for them and manage their energy effectively. 4. They enjoy the rain. This may seem odd, but it's true that Sigma males enjoy the rain and feel a strong connection to it. It allows them to think and reflect on their ideas in a quiet, distraction-free environment, as if they could simultaneously connect to the universe and their own world. Additionally, rain produces white noise, which helps people concentrate on their inner voices by blocking out the distracting sounds in their minds. Naturally, this does not imply that Sigmas enjoy rain constantly, particularly in the morning when they must scramble to work, but when they do have the time, they take advantage of it and transform it into an inner sense of calm. The sound of the rain is incredibly best and helps Sigma men feel grounded in reality and not overwhelmed by the complexities of life. 5. They're merely uncommon, not strange. Because they are so uncommon, most people think that Sigma males are strange and that anything they cannot understand is weird. However, if you look at things from a psychological perspective, you will see that Sigmas are actually the most developed minds around. They have reached a level of understanding that people are yet to reach and they don't care about the little things that ordinary people waste their time on. In contrast to alpha males, who believe that you must be the loudest and most visible person in the room to control people, Sigma males often use their invisibility to observe without being noticed. Additionally, because Sigma men are not the easiest to get close to, it is difficult for others to understand what's going on in their minds because they are difficult to get close to. 6. Being quiet does not imply being bashful. It's difficult to make Sigma males think negatively about themselves because they are a very confident breed of men. Although they are quiet and lead a solitary life, This does not imply that they are shy in the slightest. They are not afraid to speak up when necessary and can also take charge of any situation they find themselves in. However, Sigma men are very secure in themselves. They know they have what it takes to overcome anything they are faced with. They can easily walk up to anyone and talk to them without feeling afraid. The only reason Sigma males are always quiet is because they like to observe and avoid the noise. This allows them to think and be creative. However, if necessary, they will come out of their shell and take care of business. Sigma males are not in the least bit afraid of women. If they like a woman, they will approach her and strike up a conversation. 7. They seem peaceful, but when they feel like it, they can do some very crazy things. Many people will disagree with this because they believe that Sigma guys are weak and afraid of other people. Sigma men don't lead secure lives as people believe. They often like the rush of pursuing something similar to what alpha men do. The only difference is how they handle the circumstance. When you look more closely, you'll see that there isn't much of a difference between Sigma and alpha males in this regard. Although Sigma men are wild, they don't go around screaming it out or telling people how wild they are like alpha males often do, so it can be a little hard to tell, but Sigmas aren't afraid to make bold moves. Sometimes, even alpha males will refuse to do some of the things a Sigma does because he feels it's too much, but they never take any action without thinking, so they always turn out fine. According to studies, the more one thinks, the less content one will be. This is somewhat true for Sigma males, whose introspective thinking enables them to uncover some profound life secrets that most people are unaware of. They are the best at understanding reality, yet they tend to overlook the majority of these things. Sigma men are indifferent to little things that ordinary men may find offensive, and their lack of social interaction does not imply that they are flawed. Even in his darkest moments, a Sigma will always think positively because that's the only way up, you know. People can get depressed for a variety of reasons, but no matter what happens, a Sigma will never let his mind sink to the point of despair because he always has goals he wants to achieve, and depression will impede those goals. Anger is not one of the numerous problems that Sigma men face. Only those who are unable to comprehend what is happening may get furious quickly. Sigma guys are completely aware of their surroundings, thus they will never become angry. Sigma males always want to make judgments with a clear brain since they don't want to be alone themselves all the time, and rage is merely an emotion that impairs judgment. Sigma men are perfectly normal individuals. Additionally, they require someone to talk to occasionally during social gatherings. Sigma men don't always want to be by themselves, and they won't go around shouting for attention. They also need someone to talk to about something important. Naturally, Sigma men tend to keep everything inside, so at times, having someone to share a small portion of that burden with can help reduce stress. Additionally, the stereotype that Sigma men are always by themselves is untrue. They surround themselves with trustworthy people who can relate to them and don't pass judgment on their behavior. Even the most clear minds may be destroyed by loneliness, which is very poisonous. Sigmas are aware of this and won't spend too much time alone. Instead, they will socialize and go out for a while to decompress and regain their composure. 10. They are the best at loving. When a Sigma guy connects with someone, they become highly devoted to that person. They are real lovers who give their all to a relationship, even if their reserved demeanor may give the impression that they don't care. Sigma men are very loyal and would never cheat on their partners. They understand the value of commitment and will never betray a person's trust. They are also the best friends anyone could have, providing the best counsel and consolation in times of need. And they show intense loyalty towards their loved ones, never giving up on them no matter what. Sigma men sacrifice a lot for the people they love. They will go above and beyond to make that person happy, even if it means going out of their way. Although Sigma guys may come out as heartless, they really care for and comprehend people on a deeper level than you would think for someone from a distant country.